Hi guys, today I'll be testing out a 4-player split screen racing setup on Gran Turismo 7 with 4 of my racing wheels to see if it can handle it and work. I'll include details for all the items I'll be showing today in the description below. So the new 1.40 update for Gran Turismo 7 is a massive change since the game was released in March 2022 with new cars, new tracks and the ability to play 4-player split screen on the PS5. When the game was first released, I did test out 2-player split screen, and to be honest, this was epic, and you can check out that video by clicking on the link in the corner or check out the description below for details. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, then drop them in the comments below. So let's get this set up. So it's all set up now, so let me run you through the setup. First up is the motorized ALR projector screen, which is 100 inches in size and is from Vivid Storm. The ALR in the name stands for ambient light rejection, which allows me to use the projector with the lights on in a room and is perfect when pairing it up with an ultra short throw projector, which is what I have here. This is the Nexigo Aurora Pro PJ92, which is a 4K projector with HDMI 2.1 support. It has an input lag of 12 milliseconds at 4K 120Hz, making it the ideal choice to use with my PlayStation 5, which is at the side here. Onto my rigs, and the first one is from Track Racer, and it's the TR120, which has the Logitech G Pro wheel, and that's the PS version, and Pro pedals connected. Next, onto the Next Level Racing GT Elite rig, that has the Logitech G923 for PlayStation and pedals attached. Then we have Next Level Racing GT Racer with the Phonetic GT DD Pro with Club Sport pedals V3 together with the Club Sport handbrake and shifter. And finally we've got the PlayStation Challenge X Logitech G Edition, which has the Logitech G29 and pedals installed. To get all the wheels connected to my PlayStation, I've got a USB extension cable which is plugged into my PlayStation, and that has a USB hub connected to it, allowing me to connect up all my wheels to it. So let's power on the PS5 using a controller. You can see both my Logitech G29 and G923 go through their calibration sequence. Now we can add each wheel on the console. First up is the Logitech Pro wheel. Pressing the power button and select PS5, then press the PS logo and sign into your first account. Next, onto the Logitech G923, pressing the PS logo, then you can sign into either an existing account or sign in as a guest account, which is what I'm going to do here. Then onto the Phonetic GT DD Pro, press the power button to turn it on, and then press it again to flip over to PlayStation mode. Press the PS logo, then sign in as a guest account. And finally onto the Logitech G29, press the PS logo, and as you can see it's not letting me sign in because you can only have a maximum of 4 controllers assigned, and I've got the controller and 3 wheels assigned. So let me disconnect the DualSense controller, and then pressing the PS logo on the G29 I can sign in as another guest account. Now starting up Gran Turismo 7, and just to note, you'll need an internet connection for this even though you're playing locally. Go to World Maps. The first thing to be aware of is that the 4-player split screen option is not available by default when you first play the game. This is because Gran Turismo 7 has something called menu books. That is a list of objectives that act as a campaign, and it's the main way of progressing in the game. There's 39 menu books available, and once you've completed the first 9, you'll unlock 4-player split screen. Let's get started now and go into multiplayer option. There's 3 options available. Select the split screen race, select race settings, and increase the number of players from 2 to 4. You can also change the number of laps and start type. Click OK, and then onto the car selection. For each player, you'd use the corresponding wheel to select your car, but for player 1, after you select the car, there's no other selections available. Whereas on the 3 guest accounts, you have the ability to select the transmission type and assist presets once your car is selected. Next we have our course selection, and you can select the time of day together with conditions. Click Start Race. This brings us to a dialog where you can change transmission and assist settings for each of the players. click start. Let me test out each wheel. First up is the Logitech Pro wheel, and the wheel, pedals and paddle shifters are working perfectly. On to player 2, and this is the Logitech G923. Again, the wheel, pedals and paddle shifters are working perfectly. Over to player 3 with the Phonetic GT-DD Pro, and again the wheel, pedals and paddle shifters work perfectly together with the shifter, and even the handbrake seems to be working, which is excellent. And finally over to the Logitech G29, and the wheel, pedals and paddle shifters are working perfectly. So wheel support is there for all 4 wheels, which is absolutely amazing. Now let's jump into a race and test this out. Now this is so cool. As you can see, it works perfectly with no issues, and it takes the split screen racing experience to another level. You can play with a controller, but the experience with a wheel is so much more immersive, and the big screen experience is just incredible. It just takes the game to another level when you're playing with your mates or even your family. So seriously, the new 4-player split screen update on Gran Turismo 7 just took the game to another level. I love the experience with a 2-player split screen, but this is just insane. So there you have it. You've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone wondering if 4-player split screen worked on Gran Turismo 7 with a racing wheel and the options you have available to you. Details for all the items I've shown in today's video are in the description below, including purchasing links. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments below. For those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with 4-player, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on my socials. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.